Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games to practice game design. We're back with Dream Daddy. It's been a little while, so you'll have to forgive us if we forget some of these voices that we established.
We're at the mall.
We're in the mall. Last we left off, were we at the school and we picked her up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're trying to find out what she's getting distracted from school for.
That's right. And she was being elusive about it.
She's texting some boy.
We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple of different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens.
Damn teens.
Let's eat something disgusting for dinner.
I like this guy. Hell yeah.
Language, Missy.
Heck yeah.
Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. Sounds about right.
What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream?
All good options. I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin.
It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive.
We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager.
Sounds
we take a
right.
seat. I know, right? We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. They do a
These
good
are
job.
bad.
They
Sorry.
do a good job at describing mall food courts.
Yep, just sad. Just 100% sad.
Yup.
These are bad. These are very bad.
But also strangely delicious.
We have to eat through the pain.
We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me?
Which meme?
All memes? Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands.
Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it, and it isn't funny.
Oh shit, what up?
Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now?
Want to go to that goth store?
What?
You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as an anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment.
I wonder what store they're talking about. I don't know what store you're talking about. That's funny.
You know, the one where you could buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s.
Dude, you gotta be more specific.
The one you threw up in that one time?
Oh, that one!
Yes! Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back.
There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda.
I'm so proud. You've left your mark on the world.
Speech!
Amanda.
Speech, 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 speech!
All right, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. Clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate a historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Kingsley had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth, and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amanda's moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head.
I realized I did that really close to the mic.
That's also such a meme, the slow clap. Those like slow, like slowly increasing clap.
Yeah. Oh, hey, chain wallets.
While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in a dead Goth and beyond.
I really like that name.
I like it too. Pursue the band t-shirts, look at ironic mugs, check the clearance bin for hot deals.
I'm so
Those
stuck.
are all very like...
Ironic mugs are great, and so are clearance bins.
Those last two are such like dad things.
I'm gonna look at ironic mugs, because we would buy ironic mugs.
Yes, I would totally do that. I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. If there's only one number one dad, then why are there so many mugs here that say that?
Aww.
Also, that's not a very goth thing. Wouldn't it be like, number one dead?
Or like dad written in blood letters.
This whole time I thought there was only one. If I'm not number one, where do I place on the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do.
It's because that it's not number one literally, it's number one to your kids' hearts.
That's not the point. The point is you have to be the number one ever.
Look, this is very important to me.
I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair.
Oh, I was doing him, I think.
Yep.
Do you want to be the cashier?
Oh, I thought he was the cashier for a second.
No.
I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here.
Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage.
Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon?
I love this guy already. Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying.
I am the manager.
I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post.
Whatever, dude. Man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him.
I love this dude.
I can't tell if they are Victorian inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes.
Look at that grin. Hey, Dadtron 5000.
Yes, I will buy it for you.
Wow, that was easy. Thanks.
At least only one this time. Amanda plops the t-shirt on the counter and grins at the cashier.
I love your hair.
Cashier says nothing rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? Cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream.
Look at their boxes are slowly getting out of here.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's a subtle change, but like I like that I don't know, the art is reflective of the narrative.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, kind of seems obvious when you think about it, but it's important that they do that.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right?
Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. I would watch that show.
Yeah, I would totally watch that show.
Also, the trucks are hunting.
Yes.
Yes. This episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet.
Oh no, the ghost's gone The ghost got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there damn ice roads. I'm having a hard time with this accent.
Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits.
But they're supposed to be Canadian. I'm so confused. Flint, we're about to die.
I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, "You're going to die."
That's because we're about to die, you. This is art.
The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint, Dogbone, after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. I was really into that show.
Yeah, I would watch that.
The best thing about it is that it's like, maybe you're also just sliding on the ice, and that's why you think your truck is possessed by ghosts. Even in that little snippet of narrative, you can, like, pick apart why that ghost story is probably fake.
So good.
I love it.
Sleep. Morning, sleepyhead.
5 more minutes.
You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up.
Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We are able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase.
So, you excited for the cookout today?
Excited to beef up my grilling skills. There's food, I'm excited.
This one, because it's a pun.
Excited to beef up my grilling skills.
Get it? Beef? Because you're cooking beef.
I quit. I'll see. This is a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grill tips, I think we can consider it a success.
Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood?
I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me.
Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon.
Never.
The social butterfly.
Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time?
I second that notion. You know what? We're going early just because you said that. Head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill.
Oh, look at this nice backyard.
Yeah, right. Is this the
guy with the creepy kids?
Yeah, the blonde-haired guy.
Yeah.
In the pink shirt.
Yeah. With the like sweater tie?
What if they're like, "Welcome to the house of blah blah blah. You can never leave."
We've poisoned the hot dogs.
I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates.
I like the way they think.
Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide.
Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest.
This dude still creeps me out. Hi.
This is Christian and Christy. They're twins.
Hey.
They stare creepily and say nothing.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph and Mary, and their kids are Christy, Chris, something. It's like, and she's got a cross necklace. This is on the nose. And he's a youth pastor.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that bit.
Nose.
Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles.
And Mary, sweetheart, did you put Christian into the bed?
I'll have to go look for him.
What? You'll have to.
Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure.
Mary, this is our new neighbor Cyrus and his daughter Amanda.
I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to.
Oh, so
What a
here's
dick.
their story. They look so perfect on the outside, but there's shit going on. I love her.
Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now.
My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you.
Do you think he's set up to, like, invoke the savior complex in people to be like, let me get you out of this terrible relationship and love me instead?
Our character?
Like,
I'm confused.
Joseph.
What do you mean?
Like, he's set up to make the player be like, let me help you. Just come and be my lover and get away from your terrible wife.
Potentially. I think he's like a closeted gay person, and his wife doesn't love him either, and they have frightening kids, and they just have this picture perfect life.
Well, right, absolutely. That's sort of like a piece of yeah, no.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Here, let me introduce you around. This is Robert. He lives just across the way.
A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down.
So this is who we could have fucked already.
You watched
a Let's Play.
Yeah, a Let's Play on this, and apparently we missed an opportunity to already have slept with him.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
But he's already fucking us now, so it works out. Hey.
Oh, you want to do him?
I don't care. You can do him.
Hey.
You can do him.
We could do him. Hey, I'm Cyrus. Cyrus? Cyrus? Thank you. It's been a little while. It's nice to meet you. He takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed.
I like his grays in there.
Yeah, right?
Cyrus and his daughter just moved in next door.
Cool.
If you ever need recommendations on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man.
I told you not to call me Rob.
Right, got it.
Robert ambles away without saying goodbye.
He's not really a people person.
Wow, I think I've actually met everyone else.
Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. So I feel like this exchange was our chance to meet any characters we missed. So like they just would have shuffled in anybody else that we missed.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I'm curious if that's true or not. But if that is the case, I think that's a smart way of making sure that we kind of like, because with the branching story, it's usually good to like pull it back in so that the narrative just doesn't get super crazy. But I agree. If that's the case, that's a smart way of handling it. And it was pretty like, it was fluid. Like you could see Robert and be like, you don't really seem like you fit in, but at the same time, you're not really going to question it. Because people are just friends sometimes, even if they don't like
get along or they don't common interests.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think the dialogue piece of like, well, I've met everyone else already is like the perfect like generic phrase that fits even if you have to show them like 5 people. Yeah, I mean that's sort of like a very game, like this is a game telling the player, but they kind of obscure it in the narrative or the dialogue. No, I think it was well done. Yeah, I guess if you hadn't said anything, I might not have really thought about it that way. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Yum. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Fucking teen. Psh, I would too. I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do party pleasantries. Dad. They're going to talk about weather. Go, do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Ouch. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? What a cool guy, and mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Oh, so this is the reminder one. Yeah. Isn't it the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Yeah, I know, Craig. BB. Hey, wait a second. All these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate.
this is probably a good point to call this episode.
Cool. We're gonna learn about the cul-de-sac in a little bit.
Yeah, next episode we choose who we're going to prioritize conversation with. Which daddies are we gonna choose? I liked the mall sequence in this episode. I feel like it gave us a good sense of like what generation our character is supposed to be from. Like the fact that he doesn't understand memes reads to me like he is what would be like our parents' generation, if not a little bit younger.
Yeah, I think he's more like my cousin's generation, my older cousins, where more like a Gen Xer. Like some of them are maybe a little older than that. Maybe somewhere between like baby boomer and Gen X. Somewhere
around like late 30s, if not like anywhere in your 40s.
I'd say like 40 to 50.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Because he's got a daughter going off to college.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, maybe like, I think I think 50s.
Yeah, I'm interested as to why they chose that, because most of the people that are playing this game are probably people our age. So if we're going to relate with anyone, it's going to be his daughter. But, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting choice. I think it still makes sense. Because it's also like our perception of those like dads. So we're playing our perception of those dads in a game. It's weird.
I don't know. I wonder if you're supposed to relate to your character more as your own father and less of like yourself.
Yeah, I could see that kind of being the case.
In which case, my character looks nothing like my dad.
I mean,
or acts not a lot like my dad either.
I think that there's a bit of psychology to it either way. All right, well, question of the day. I mean, should we talk about that? Like, I don't really know how to formulate that into a question, though. What did you think about... how do they establish... what do they do to establish like the generation or like the types of dads and no, this doesn't make any sense. Let's just talk about the party.
Okay, what about it?
How does regrouping everyone at the party, how does that benefit the design, and why is that important that they did that? From like a game narrative perspective.
And not just the part about introducing us, but also the part of like him being like, oh, hey, it's that guy from this thing, and hey, it's that guy from this thing. Yeah. Both of those.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone, and stay tuned for the next episode.
And like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.